Steel City is ready. And Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
To return is Williams. Yeah! And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
From the gun, Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Greg Russo in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. Good running inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move out to a 7-3 lead.
Steelers 3.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, it's Skoranek. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Matt Milano there to stop him.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They run out of the gun with Warren. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
They needed 16, and it's exactly what they got. By a whisker. Enough for a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
At the 22-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. T.J. Sanders getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Metcalf, the motion man. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of 32
Big time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
First down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And After that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are on top. It's 14-10.
Bills 14, Steelers 10.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A-Rod down to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for us.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Warren. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 14-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 37 yards.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Bills 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return, here comes Davis. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
He gets this complete to Shakir. Pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Finds room inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
More yards.
A gain there of 20. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. There's a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And 3rd down coming up. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On third down, it's Allen. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And the Bills, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
From the gun, Josh Allen. The ball comes out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. And we got a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is second down and goal. This one complete to Palmer. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with third and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This from 34 yards. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A run up the middle with Warren. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, Rodgers. That one taken in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will go up by 7.
Steelers 24, Bills 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
To throw on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Steelers
Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
44-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Austin brought in motion. The master of play action, Rodgers. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Allen. The ball's out. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there. The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is brought in. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will tie this game at 24.
24-24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. Get the ball out of his hand. See a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing, Rodgers. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one.
Second and 4 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains level.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First and 10, and it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Matt Prater set
Both
to
teams
kick
look
off.
good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum, and boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Bills 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills have a first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Allen now on second down. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more pressure to score touchdowns.
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
A run up the middle with Cook. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. After Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. A run with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating out of the gun. Here comes Allen. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will even the score here in the third.
31.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Has an opening, past the 40. That'll change things. Out of bounds, inside the 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he will score! DK Metcalf, touchdown Steelers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Steelers 38, Bills 31.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
We spend so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, here is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will cut the lead down to 4.
34.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. That's out wide to Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. A run with Gainwell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
45, Bills 34.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Crazy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Palmer. Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
And in motion is Coleman. They'll try it with Cook. And he cannot get in. The try for two comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Williams now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll run here with Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Shakir to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. play action. Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A run out of the gun with Warren. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw from Rodgers. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
28-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Going to give it to Cook. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Shakir. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Out wide, pass to Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Allen will give this to Davis. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground once more, it's Davis. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That is good. What a throw. Khalil Shakir. Touchdowns, Buffalo. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen working from the pistol. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. On the return, it's Williams. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down. First and 10.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run the toss with one. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Rodgers here on second down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On third down, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold him to a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Bills.
A gain there of 23 yards.
It's a gain of
Good
23
for a
yards.
Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up second and
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Allen now on second down. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on third down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On third down, here's Davis. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
He'll go again with Davis. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
In motion goes Cooks. To the air on second down. Here's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and inches.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is third and inches. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Now a give to Davis. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Here's second and 2. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's Davis. And he's going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They'll drop to throw. good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
From the gun, throw here. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
Mike, I don't love that decision. I'm in the school of thought where the only time I'm going for 2 is if it is clearly to win and there is not enough time on the clock for my opponent to respond. In this case, tie the game, go on defense. Maybe you can end up actually getting the ball back and go down for the win.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Gainwell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That's on the guard, Isaac Seumalo.
Still 1st down.
Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Warren. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now on 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. Over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. throwing, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's first down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Allen. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
A final shot now for Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick, and they walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.